EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Second down and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
You look at this Steeler defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, a heck of a move. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Shot here on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. They'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Hey, kill! 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Harris running straight ahead. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Steelers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they run with Harris off the option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Here's Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go play action with Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshibas. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards. First down, Bengals.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go, here we go. 12.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control.
Gun.
2nd down and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andre Yoshibas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, zone, put his foot in the ground, and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Steelers 7. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. Able to slither by. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets it up past the 35. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
11 more on that one, and another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Prescott to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To the air again, Prescott. A short one there to Frymuth. And he will have the Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a 1st down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A chance to really cap off a big 1st half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Prescott. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and then you need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Final play of the half, Prescott. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
There we go. Going to 53.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go. Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
There he goes left side. Now he's loose again. He may go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And Najee going to have a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 169 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Yeah, they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshivas. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Steelers 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They run again with Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. Fighting through. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them,
trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Here we go.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice
touchdown, Bengals! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49. Steelers 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They call a run on 3rd and a mile. Not only do they convert, but they tack on some yards at the end of it, too.
They went against what anyone would think would be a tendency, which is you're going to throw the ball on 3rd and a mile, right? But instead they decide to run the football, because sometimes what you get is the defense is playing a little bit lighter. A lot of extra defensive backs, and they're loosened up for the pass. They found some running room and really converted.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
One last shot now for Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach